Hey guys, so it's Wednesday, and I'm Taylor. This week's topic is bullying. Thanks, Kirsten. Okay, well, this is gonna be probably one of my most serious videos, depending on what the other topics are, of course. I have been bullied all my life. Whether it was for being fat, whether it was for who my parents were, whether it was for who I am. I've had people write bitch, fag. I've been verbally abused, but I'm not gonna talk about those ones so much as to more of what has happened recently to me. Today's date is May 22nd. On April 11th of this year, I was attacked. I was walking home. I was at my not officially girlfriend's place, and I took the train home. I was late on curfew, and as I got off the bus, excuse me, and I was walking to my house, which is, the bus stop is legitimately like around the corner, I saw some people, so I decided to walk away from my house. I just felt wrong about it, so I cut across this big field by my house. Before I knew it, my face was in the ground. I learned what cement tasted like, and I was being beaten. I was being punched in the face, kicked in the ribs, kicked in the back. At one point, I got up, I fought back, I ran a few feet before they tackled me to the ground again. They called me a whore, a dumb cunt, and they called me a fag and a faggot. I'm gonna show some things of what I looked like and what happened to me. So just a warning, this is me at my worst. This is me being vulnerable, and I like to protect people. I am the protector. I will die for the people I love without a second thought. And this kind of just broke me a little bit because I couldn't protect myself. I try to stay fit, I try to stay muscular because I like knowing that I can protect people, that I can protect myself. Because there's been other times in my life when I haven't been able to. So for this happening again recently, it was really hard for me, and I was beaten by 4 boys, guys, men, against me, and they jumped me from behind. So this is me after the attack. When I was a little boy, I was a little boy. When I was a little girl, it was a fine line for me back then. And I was a wild child when I was a little boy. After that, obviously I'm still here. I'm healed, and some of my best friends, one of my best friends, okay? She takes that bus every day too, just like I do. And that she could have gotten off the bus stop and it could have been her. It could have been anyone else. And all I keep saying throughout this whole experience is that I'm just glad it was me and no one else. I'd rather it be me than anyone else. I can handle it. I can go through it. And I am going through it. And I am handling it. Some of the things I've had to deal with because of that are I couldn't sleep. I still have trouble sleeping. It's way better than it was now. But for the first 3 weeks, maybe even the full month, if I fell asleep, if I was lucky enough to actually fall asleep, because when I would try to go to bed, I would just be scared. If I fell asleep, I would wake up every few minutes, and I wouldn't get a good sleep. Or if I did fall asleep, I'd be having a nightmare, and I couldn't wake up from the nightmare. I couldn't get schoolwork done. I'm still trying to catch up, but, you know, one thing that makes me feel better is I'm graduating. Today, actually, May 22nd, I graduate. So I have to actually get up in 6 hours, but I remembered I had to make this video, and that's, you know, I had to make the video. So I graduate today. Holy shit, that's crazy. But I did it. I got through, and I'm dealing. And, you know, some of the ways I used to deal with the bullying that I was getting and other things in my life is self-harm. I would cut my wrists, cut my arms, cut my thighs, and that is something that's followed me for many years. And it still does, you know. I'm gonna be honest, I still carry a blade with me everywhere I go. I still struggle with the temptation of it. But I have been sober, clean, for many, many months now. I would like to say it's been a year, but I definitely did relapse at one point. But I've been good, and I don't turn to it anymore. I carry that blade with me to remind myself that I am strong. And even though that option's there, I have come so far that I know it's there, and that's fine. It's just kind of like a comfort thing. I'm not like telling all of you to do it. It's just something I do. It's like I know that it's there. I know that I could do it, but I know that I'm strong enough not to. And that's a big deal for me because at some point I wasn't stronger than the blade. And I know a lot of you can relate to that because a lot of people in our community and just people in general are like teenagers. We turn to self-harm, whether that's cutting, whether that's burning, whether that's, you know, some people do, like, there's so many different things that you can do. And you all know what they are, so I'm not going to list them. But that's what I did. And I've grown up with family issues, so I've always had counselors, and you know what, I really don't like counselors. I have this abandonment issue problem, and when people leave, I can't do it. Like, I'm friends with almost every single one of my exes except for one, with due reason. Because when I say I'm gonna stick around, I'm gonna be in your life, I mean it. I don't leave. I would like to keep contact, even if I talk to them once every few months. I still have contact with all my exes, but that's one thing, is that it does get better. And I promise you guys that my girlfriend would be in the video, so she's like right there. And that's not her, that's Charlie. Girlfriend. Girlfriend. Hi. And Charlie's here too. Stop. This is Charlie. Another thing that you guys can do to cope with is just talk to your friends. It doesn't have to be a counselor. I said I hate counselors. Okay.
That's what your friends are for, to make your life funny.
Your friends can make it better. Just talk to people, and you're not alone. And fuck you, man. I'm always here to talk. Anybody else on this channel is here to talk. You're not alone, and it does get better. You will find people who you love and who will support you, even if some people in your life, including your family, doesn't. Oh my god. This is my girlfriend. She's beautiful, and she's finally here, and I missed you. It gets better. You get people, right? People help you out? Mm-hmm. Mm. I like you.
I like you too.
Okay. Just talk to people. It gets better. It really does. That whole stupid cheesy thing, it's not stupid. It's actually true. Time heals. Like, my black eye is gone. Everything else, all my injuries are healed because time heals. And things will get better over time. Just remember that you're not alone. And I will be here to help you. I will leave my Tumblr down below. I'm not going to leave my email because, I have problems with that and stuff. But my Tumblr is always open. You can always comment on here and I'll message you back. There's ways of getting help, and you don't always have to talk to a counselor. Just talking about it helps, and, you know, whether that's writing your diary, go play a sport, do anything that can help you get off your mind. But don't keep quiet. If something's happening to you, tell people, because Otherwise, it'll never stop. It'll just keep happening. And you matter. You do matter. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I'm gonna go graduate, and I'll see you guys next week.